Good Friday morning. This is 106.1 KYVZ. Joe Vazurek visiting with Ag meteorologist Chris Schromick at Decision Weather Net with Chris, kind of a breezy one on tap for the high plains today.
Yeah, Joe, we had a low pressure system that went through during the early morning hours, and it's now moving off to the east in Kansas. And on the backside, we've got these northwesterly winds that are now blowing 15 to 25 miles per hour here to start the morning. We'll pick up in the afternoon from 20 to 30, and maybe even some gusts out to the west up there to 40 miles per hour. We were talking about maybe having a red flag warning, but it does look like with this cooler pool of air that's coming over the mountains, the relative humidities are going to be high enough. Above that 20%, they have canceled the fire weather watch out to the west. As far as we got temperatures here this morning, we're starting out in the upper 30s to around 40. We've got 39 being reported in Colby. We got 37 in Cook. 42 is the warmest reading in St. Francis. You get out to Colorado, and we've got 31 out there in Stratton and 35 up in Ray. This afternoon's high temperatures will top out right around that 60 degrees. And then for tomorrow and overnight, we'll see those lows again drop into them lower to mid 30s. We'll see temperatures climb to around 70 for afternoon highs tomorrow. And that'll be due to a southerly wind at 15 to 25 miles per hour ahead of a low pressure that's coming over the northern Rockies and will go through the Dakotas and Minnesota there on Sunday. So Sunday behind it, the winds will switch to the north, could be gusting 20, 30, gusts up to 40 miles per hour. Temperature-wise, it'll drop back down into the upper 50s and overnight lows into the upper 20s. And then as we head into next week, the entire week looks like it'll be dry. We'll have high pressure sitting over the Rockies, blocking any systems coming, pushing the jet stream up there along the Canadian border. So any storms that do go through or cool fronts will be weak ones with associated systems up there well to our north. And so on Monday, Tuesday, the area will be under northwesterly flow coming over the top of that ridge. A little bit cooler. We're going to go temperatures in the upper 60s and lower 70s. Overnight low temperatures in those middle 30s. And then when we get to Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday, that high pressure will strengthen. The flow will turn more southwesterly and become drier. And we'll see temperatures climb up there in the upper 70s, low 80s. With the overnight lows in the upper 30s to low 40s. We'll watch all those days. On the breezier days, we could have the elevated fire concerns. The state is in moderate drought and abnormally dry conditions. Only about 10% of the state is showing adequate moisture, and that is the northwest corners, northeast corner, and southeast corner along that Missouri border. Everything in between is dry, and fuel for any type of fire conditions will be something we've got to worry about going into the spring here because we are dry. As far as looking ahead for any moisture, we're going to look at the weekend of the 29th and 30th. It's showing that ridge breaking down. A couple systems coming those next 7 days to around the first week of April there. So if we can pick up some moisture there, that's what we're needing to get heading into spring field work and pastures greening up. Right now, there is some indication that dry slot will be hinting around at least southwest Kansas, central Kansas, and we're going to have to probably get lucky with most of the precipitation going to the north in Nebraska and hoping maybe we'll catch some here in northwest Kansas if it can track a little bit further south.
Once again, that's Ag meteorologist Chris Schromick at Decision Weather Now, as well as America's Weather Streaming Channel. For KYVZ Radio, I'm Joe Vazurek.